Hi everyone, and welcome to Have Fun with God. This segment is called Learn to Live in and Enjoy the Moment. Yes, we are so often praised for multitasking. However, it really does depend on what we're doing. Multitasking can be good if we're using it when we're doing an activity that doesn't require too much concentration. It can be good if we just maybe if you're putting together something that doesn't require a lot of attention to detail. Yeah, stuff like that. But things that really need you to dedicate your full attention to, and if you're interrupted, you have to start all over again. Multitasking is not the thing for that task. Now, today's segment, we're just gonna encourage you to learn to live in the moment. For example, just enjoy one task without thinking about what's next. You know, what you're going to do next, how many phone calls you have to make, what's for dinner, what you're going to do later with the kids. Just do the task by itself and enjoy doing that task. I'll give you an example. Taking a shower. When you're having a shower, just go and have a shower. But I find that most of the time we're usually thinking about something else because we're doing things and we're on a tight schedule. We're showering, we're trying to squeeze in the shower before we have something else to do. So I think one of the tips that we need to be obviously advocating also is that we need to schedule enough time to get the task completed so that we're not feeling rushed and we're going to run out of time. Now, as I was saying, I'm going to give you an example of having a shower. So just enjoy your shower. Feel the water on your skin, the scent from whether it's the soap bar, the body wash. How does it really feel to really lather up your body, wash the soap off without thinking about anything else? Now, that's what being in the moment is all about. Enjoying the water, the scent, the feeling of you soaping up your body, the water rinsing you off. That's really enjoying your shower. If you're in your shower and you're rushing to get out, thinking about a phone call, thinking about your ride might be waiting for you, thinking what are you going to do when you get the shower, that really does steal the pleasure of the shower. It takes you away. Your mind is you're not even getting a chance to feel anything that's happening in that moment because your mind is thinking about the other activity. So we're just going to encourage you guys to try and, whatever you're doing, just focus on that alone. Moving forward, I'm going to ask, how are you feeling right now? Yes, you listener, viewer, subscriber to Have Fun with God, how do you feel right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? Take a few seconds and think about it. What number do you feel like? I will soon reveal what the number means. Whatever number you picked, I'm going to explain to you on the scale what it represents. But while you're there trying to figure out your feelings and how you're really feeling right now, I'm going to tell you a little story. I went to a class on Monday night, and the teacher asked the class, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are we feeling? At the moment, I was feeling like a 5. Then the teacher revealed that if I was not a 10, or if any of us wasn't a 10, we were either thinking about the past or the future, either about something that happened or something that's going to happen. And the truth is, the teacher was correct. I was thinking about the past. I was thinking about something that had happened on Friday night that was a bit scary for me, and it had consumed me every day since. However, as the class continued, I started to enjoy the moment gradually, and I became a 10 because I was present in the class and the past was not present to make me sad anymore. So as the days go by, I encourage you to examine yourself and see how you are feeling at certain times of the day. And if you are not a 10, ask yourself, what are you thinking or worried about? And if you're thinking about later or the past, stop it and focus on what you're doing in that moment 100%. And remember, if you're thinking about the past brings regret, old suffering, guilt, and every time you revisit those unpleasant or unhappy moments or thoughts, you subject yourself to unhappiness and rob yourself of peace and happiness in the present moment. Just before I leave you, I want to share something I discovered a few days ago. By deciding to spend some time alone doing nothing and learning to live in the moment, yes, we have to decide as well as learn to slow down. You hear me? Slow down. Every day we're rushing. When we wake, we're rushing. We're getting breakfast ready, we're rushing. When we're going to work, we're rushing. When we're preparing dinner, we're rushing. We're always rushing. We have to learn to slow down. Deciding is one thing, but then you have to make an effort to really slow down and think, why am I rushing? And what can I do to not rush anymore? Anyways, I want to move on with what happened within us in the moment. So while I was sitting down looking at and enjoying the walls, I started to relax, and then I honestly thought, what am I doing? Doing nothing means staring at the wall? Not very interesting. However, I told myself to stop it, and I started to realize that I couldn't appreciate doing nothing because it felt strange to me. It was something that I've never actually done. Because even if I was sitting down or on my way to bed, I'm always thinking about the next day. Even when I'm sitting down, I'm thinking about the 100 million things I have to get done. I've never actually sat and done nothing, or I should say, shut my mind off, or think about something that had nothing to do with the next day or the next minute. So moving on. But as I listened to my breath, let my body relax and emptied my mind, I began to pay attention to my walls and thought how they have gone unnoticed and unappreciated by me forever. But as I looked at them, I began to appreciate its purpose and function, and they do so much for us. They give us privacy, hold up our homes, give us different rooms, areas, zones in our spaces. We can put our pictures and other beautiful things on them to display or see. They generate different moods and vibes depending on what color they have. And to my surprise, I never gave them much attention or thought. Wow, one of the foundations of my space, and I never thought about it except used it for my convenience. Which sounds really bad, but the truth is, this is sometimes the same way we treat God. He does so much for us, and we never stop to acknowledge and appreciate Him like we do the things that we have, like our homes, phones, computers, jobs, all the things He makes possible and blesses us with. So consider to start living in the moment and see how things you start to notice, and see how many things you start to notice that you never noticed before, and maybe even start to appreciate them, because many things that go unnoticed deserve much appreciation. I just want to give a few examples before I leave. So for example, if you're eating, pay attention to the food on your plate, the taste, the colors. You know, think about it. Is the food attractive? Do they have a variety of colors? What kind of taste? What type of spices have they used? Also, walking. And you know, we're always running out the door. Have you ever felt how your feet feels when it touches the ground? Is the ground hard? Is it unleveled? Is the ground ugly? How do you walk? Do you walk fast? Do you walk slow? What's around you? Do you always walk straight to your car, or straight to the bus, or straight to the store? Have you ever considered looking around to see what else you could be missing because you're just so busy in trying to get to that particular thing or location? Also, reading. This is a biggie for me. I love to read, but I'm always reading, anticipating that my phone is going to ring, my door is going to knock, something's going to happen soon. So the truth is, we need to learn to eliminate distractions and just enjoy the book. Really get into the book. Shut the phone off. Lock yourself away from anything that can distract you and just enjoy your book. Next, as I mentioned, I had showering on my list, but I touched on that earlier, so I won't go back into that. But as I said in the last segment, we are about blessing up spaces and people. So extend your attention and appreciation to people as well. And until next time, just enjoy living the moment. And I hope that you guys really start to take notice of some really beautiful things in your around you. Start to notice things that you never even thought about before, even just things that you use every day. Just really appreciate them more, and just be mindful that without some of these things, I don't know how we would survive, but yet we overlook them. And then obviously remember God above all things, because it is because of Him that everything is possible and that we have these things. So until next time, bless up and have fun with God.